Hi guys, so England win their first game 35-3. They get their bonus point in the end, but it wasn't plain sailing. I mean, it was an easy win, but to get there they made a lot of mistakes on the way. But anyway, let's talk through the game and see what points I thought came up. So Tonga, first of all, nearly 1,000 kilogram pack. That's quite a cool stat. And it was only until later on in the game where England started struggling in the scrum. I think Genge struggled quite a lot in the scrum. But anyway, England starts off in this first half. They gave away quite a few unnecessary penalties, which is one of the issues they've had historically. But then May makes a really good break, big field kick to Watson, crossfield kick, but a knock on. And again, that was a bit of a theme throughout the match, especially in the second half. England's knock-ons, their handling basically was pretty atrocious. You know, I don't know if they're used to these humid conditions, but they were dropping so many easy balls. It was awful. But anyway, England get a penalty, 3-0 up, mixed start. Itoje gets a good turnover, and Itoje played well all game. I thought he was a real nuisance, especially in the maul, in the line out. He was good actually, to be fair. But England kicked quite a lot, even off turnovers. They play a kicking game and they're getting used to playing this game, to be fair. They didn't get carried away, that was one positive. They did practice their sensible kicking game. There was a huge hit on Billy Vunipola in that first half. The tackler came off worse actually, but Tonga get a penalty from that. 3-3, but that is the only points they get in the whole game. We weren't to know that at that point, but it was a good hit. Okay, there was a return boom from Tuilagi, and I thought Tuilagi's just got to be careful. If he gets away this whole tournament without a yellow or maybe even a red card, he's done quite well, because that's the way he plays. But he played well whole game. Tuilagi, real threat, has to start somewhere in England's midfield. Just talking about England's midfield, I still have misgivings about Ford Farrell. It's good for kicking and handling, but goodness me, Farrell's pretty slow, runs through treacle. You know, could Joseph appear? Could it be a Ford or a Farrell Tuilagi Joseph midfield? He was looking sharp, so let me know your thoughts on that. Okay, into about 18 minutes, a good maul still from Itoje. Itoje's been very good in the maul. Kicks for territory again, England. And then England give away another silly penalty. I think that was their fourth at that point, and I was thinking this is not good. They weren't under pressure and they were just giving away penalties they didn't need to. England got into a bit of a better phase there where they started soaking up pressure, then countering. Underhill went over the line but was held up. Then Tuilagi goes over, some really good driving leg work. Try 8-3. So Tuilagi looking great, amazing power to push through, quite a few tackles there. Then again, the fifth stupid penalty, a silly obstruction off the kickoff, but Tonga missed the penalty luckily. And England are struggling to get their attacking phases going. Taumafuna is absolutely huge, and at that point I had written down he gets 50 minutes max out to Taumafuna. I was just writing it down in the first half, if you believe me, and I believe he came off in the second half at 49-44, so I thought, that's crazy, I won that one by 15 seconds, 16 seconds. But hey, there we go. England worked the ball wide really well actually for once. Daly comes into the line late, great catch and pass. May's pace out the try line, out the left-hand side. Tuilagi, good support, good try. That was a good try. 15-3, about 32 minutes in, so that was nice. Curry makes a nice turnover. They go to the corner, very slow phases. The ball goes on the try line, but it was deemed to be playing the ball on the floor, so England get a penalty and they knock it over 18-3. Into the second half, so England win a penalty straight away, 21-3, so good start. England's line-out maul is looking good. It looked good all game, to be fair. That was a positive area. Get another penalty. Curry's getting more experience being a jumper. He's going to have to be a jumper. I'm not sure Curry Underhill worked the best in this game, actually. Maybe a Curry Wilson might be something they'll look at. But anyway, good launch from Tuilagi off the penalty, but sloppy again, knock-on. So many knock-ons in this second half, it was crazy. And England were being quite patient in defence. I didn't mind that. They're winning penalties rather than giving them away, so they did correct that fault, I guess, in the second half. apart from they replaced that fault with the handling fault, so that's a shame. Yeah, so more sloppy handling, wastes another good position. It was literally 2 handling errors in a row. They're throwing away tries at this point. Then England go to what was working, their line-out maul, lovely maul, straight over the line, 28-3. That's been excellent, like I said. At this point, Slade's not looking too clever with his knee, and from that point, I felt Slade was carrying his knee the whole game. He's been recovering from this knee issue. This could be something that sees him out for a long time, maybe even a permanent replacement. So that wasn't great. Ford was playing nicely, but Farrell was looking quite slow. Ford was looking the best 10. But you can't really drop Farrell because he's your captain, but that's an issue for another day, so I'm not sure about that. Anyway, Tonga 5 metre out, line out, looking like they're going to score finally, but Atoje comes up with another maul steal. He was great all game, I mentioned that already. And then another maul steal from Curry. England's mauling and defending the maul has been good. They've clearly been working on that. That's excellent, but more handling errors ruin all that good work again. Yeah, then come up with Watson's wonder run. What an amazing break. Acceleration, sets up an easy 2-on-1 for Slade and Daly, and between them they managed to butcher it. Another handling error, just awful. Genge drops it again. It's just not good enough. England are not going to win a World Cup like this. They've got to be able to handle. You saw how the All Blacks took their chances with their handling. Yeah, definite. England will be pretty annoyed, I think, with that. And rightly so. Joseph makes a lovely good break towards the end. He looked sharp when he came on, actually. Like the look of Watson and Joseph, who've come back from injury fairly recently. Both look great. Cameron Dickey collects the support line try. Just get the bonus point. 35-3. They probably just about deserve the bonus point. But more handling errors towards the end. England could not catch a cold in this game. Tonga try and get their try again, but Atoje forces another error. Well played him. Game ends 35-3, bonus point. Just. So, Tonga had chances to attack, but they just couldn't break down that England defence, to be honest. They're going to have to target, I think, the USA for their win. England positives, like I said, the line out, the maul was good. Some patient defence, fair enough. They corrected their penalty issue, but replaced it with an awful handling issue. That was rubbish. I don't think a lot of teams are going to be looking at England scared at the moment, but the potential is there. So we'll see how they step up. England need to be much more precise, yeah, if they want to win the World Cup, for sure. Positives, Watson looked good, Tuilangi, Atoje, those guys look sharp. Others looked a bit leggy. I thought some, Dan Cole is just painfully slow. Far too many handling errors from loads of people. But they're off and running, bonus point win. They need to get better. Anyway, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that game, and until after the next one, I will see you then.